Right then, fellas, so Christmas is coming up, and obviously you need to get an advent calendar. So what, you gonna get like a £1 or £2 one that has chocolates in it? Nah. If you do that, you're a broke boy. Get the now £25 Zoella advent calendar, or you'll be bullied at school for being poor.
We do them grass, we've got the money, because we know how to rap.
Right, so you're probably all sick of hearing about this at the moment, because every single living organism in the solar system has already talked about it. But Zoella recently released an advent calendar for the modest price of £50. But it's now £25 because everyone under the sun complains about it. I don't know why, it seems very reasonably priced. Also, I love how on the product page it says this product is restricted to 3 per customer. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was planning on spending £75 on Zoella advent calendars. This has ruined my Christmas. Now, you'd think for a £50 price tag, you'd surely get some decent stuff in there. No, just no. You don't even get a full advent calendar. It's got 12 doors. Like, I haven't shown you guys what's in the advent calendar yet, but it is hilariously shit. And that's really well reflected by the 1.5-star rating on Boots. That's just embarrassing. But it definitely deserves that rating. It's by far the worst product I've ever seen come from a YouTuber, and that's coming from someone who sold fidget spinners. Oh, but while we're on the topic of YouTuber products and merch, new limited edition Galaxy Wagwan Pifting hoodies and t-shirts now available for 1 week only, so if you order them, you get them in time for Christmas. That was the most shameless bit of self-promotion I've ever done. But anyway, my mate Jack Mate has kindly let me use part of his video to kind of show you what's in the advent calendar, because I'm not quite mental enough to spend even £25 on this shite.
Door number 1. So, oh, as you can see, we've got some kind of biscuit on a string. Oh, I mean, it's confetti. There we go. What is that? Oh, 7 stickers there. So she's really spoiling us on day 4. We have a lovely candle. We have Zoella's Christmas Clementine room spray, which is bloody lovely. Dun, dun. Day 10 now, and another cookie cut. It's another candle.
Now, I'm guessing most of Zoella's fan base are girls around the age of 12. Now, assuming that, what kind of 12-year-old wants candles and fucking room spray? That's like something you give your nan for her birthday. Like, admittedly, I'm not too sure on what 12-year-old girls like, but I'm willing to bet money that 99% of 12-year-old girls would rather spend £2 on a chocolate advent calendar than £25 or £50, as some people actually did, on an advent calendar with a couple of candles and a fluffy keychain. Now, obviously, they lowered the price to £25 after some genius realised that £50 was too much for these products. Give that man an award. So did Zoella apologise for ripping off the people that bought this advent calendar? Not really. The closest thing we got was a kind of explanation at the end of a 38.5-minute long vlog.
The calendar is something I've worked on for a year.
A year? How did it take you a full year to lob a couple of candles and a bag of confetti into an advent calendar? Did you make every single one with your bare hands or something? But then she goes on to explain why it was priced so highly.
Once that product is done and I'm happy with it, the retailer can decide how much they sell that for. That's completely out of my decision making.
Okay. So let's just ignore for a second the fact that the official Boots Twitter account say that they sell the products at the recommended retail price as set by the manufacturer or supplier. Even if Boots set the price, she could probably change that if she really wanted to. Like, I'm no expert in this field or anything. Maybe she couldn't have changed the price. I'm just saying, if she really cared about how highly priced the product was, she would have said something to them. But anyway, aside from Zoella, and also on the topic of advent calendars, Greggs apologises after replacing baby Jesus with sausage roll in advent calendar promotion. I love this country.
Yo, yes, like the biff.
Yes. I know. Talking about BG Media again. I'm fully aware I need to stop at this point. But you know that documentary Noisy released about BG Media about a year ago that blew up? They've decided to make another one for some reason. And once again, Noisy decided to feature Willany and not me in this documentary. I feel personally insulted. But there's like one part in this documentary that just gets me. Okay, so Lil T and Sophie Aspin are hosting this concert in like someone's house or something. And there's a part in it where Noisy interview the fans that attended.
I think Sophie Aspin is a role model to a lot of other people. Yeah, your mum is a whore, getting banged on the floor, Hubbers is ugly, it's all raw.
I love how 1 second it's just a girl like, oh yeah, Sophie Aspin's a proper good role model. And the next it's just some little girl repeating Sophie Aspin's lyrics about someone's mum being a whore. Like, yeah, she's an absolute saint.
I'm Team Little T because He like started all the grime.
I'm team little T because he like started all the grime. You sure about that one?
I just like all of his songs, and all his first one, like Yo, yeah, it's like the Bifter, you know, I like that one.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yo, yeah, it's like the Bifter, I'm gonna rape your little sister.
Yeah, classic that one. Kick-started the whole grime movement and also my career. Right, so recently in the world of pointless inventions, new smart condom tells you how good you are in bed and lets you brag to your friends. What? The £60 Icon smart condom ring, set to go on sale next year, will measure the number and speed of thrusts, how long intercourse lasts, and what positions the wearer has sex in. Right, now, I'm not being funny, but if I woke up to a notification from one of my mates saying he was shagging at the average speed of 15 miles an hour for 8 minutes, I would not hesitate to cut them out of my life. Not just because they, for some reason, decided to tell me that information, but because they spent 60 whole Great British pounds to get that information. The ring has an antibodies filter, and when proteins or antigens which are found in STIs are detected, it will send an alert to the smartphone app. Right, so for £60, it won't only tell me that I'm shit in bed, but also that I've got clap. Sick. I'll take 3.
I don't know.
Right, so I've got a couple of stories to talk about in this section. First of all, this. Dolan Twins London fan meetup did not go well. Now, the Dolan Twins are a couple of big, like, vlogging YouTubers. I guess I've literally never come across them in my life. But anyway, they decided to do a meetup in Hyde Park in London, and they couldn't have chosen a worse date or time. They decided to do it on Remembrance Sunday when there was a service going on. If you don't know what Remembrance Sunday is, it's kind of like a day we have to, like, respect people who died in wars. Now, the thing is that they definitely didn't do this intentionally. It was just a very unfortunate accident. But anyway, aside from that, Jack Maynard. If you somehow don't know what happened with him, then basically he was on like this reality TV show in the UK called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and he ended up getting kicked out after a couple of days, after people found some tweets he made when he was 16. Now, even though a lot of the things he said were pretty bad, it was from when he was like 16. He's now 22. He knows better now. Like, he made an apology video and everything. Everyone made mistakes when they were 16. I definitely made a few of my own. But for some reason, people have been doing this to like loads of other celebrities. They for some reason decided to do it to Stormzy. And obviously they dug up a few bad things, but these were from 2011. And then after the Jack Maynard incident, a load of articles popped up saying stuff along the lines of Jack Maynard's I'm a Celebrity exit proves Britain's idiot YouTube stars are not ready for prime time. Even though a lot of them probably get more views than most primetime TV shows. And there's one article that ends with perhaps it's time the YouTubers vlogged off and found a proper job. Like, shut up, mate. If chatting shit over gameplay isn't a real job, then what is? Okay, now, I've got a couple of other stories here that probably aren't big enough for their own entire sections, but we got another thing here about Greggs. Guy arrested after pretending a Greggs sausage roll was his penis. A woman was walking to work in the early hours of the morning on the 4th of November when she saw someone stood near the bins outside McDonald's. She said she then looked across and noticed his penis was sticking out the top of his trousers. I was about 100 yards away from the male, and I had a clear and unobstructed view. Now, even though you're 100 yards away or whatever, how can you mistake a sausage roll for a dick? But he actually got fully arrested and found guilty of something. Magistrates gave him a 6-month conditional discharge after they found him guilty in absence of behaving in a disorderly manner which caused harassment, alarm, or distress. He was messing around pretending a sausage roll was his dick. If that was a criminal offence, 6-year-old me would be a seasoned convict. But the other story I wanted to talk about, Black Friday. In America, they have like fucking riots over microwaves being 10% off. But in the UK, it's a little bit different. Absolute chaos. Okay, so on this channel, I've never really spoken on the topic of YouTube, like, fuck-ups and just things that really hurt creators like myself on this site. Because it's not really something I really want to talk about on this channel because it's kind of a bit serious, I guess. And on this channel, I kind of just like to have a laugh. Like, this year alone, I could have made, like, 5 videos at least on YouTube. For example, this March or April or whenever when, like, most creators on YouTube lost, like, 3/4 of their revenue. I didn't speak on that. I had a moan on my Twitter, because that's what my Twitter's for. I feel so sorry for the people that have been following me recently on there, because I've just been complaining about getting demonetized. But this new way they've kind of messed up is on a whole other level to anything they've ever done. It's probably the worst fuck up so far. Firms ditch YouTube ads over predatory comments on videos of children. Last night, brands including Adidas, Mars, HP, something, Cadbury, Deutsche Bank, and Lidl pulled campaigns from YouTube. But this ad boycott isn't just because of the comments. From what I can tell, the other main reason is the Elsagate stuff. If you don't know what Elsagate is, it's pretty much where loads of videos have been like targeted towards kids, where they're either like graphic, sexual, or disturbing in some way. I made a video on it, but I didn't really go into like the darker side of it. Like, there's a lot of child exploitation in it. I just didn't really want to go into it because I kind of just like to have a laugh on this channel, and I don't really like talking about serious stuff on here. But if you do a bit of your own research, you can easily find out more about this. But the thing is, channels like mine have been pointing out these exact issues for years. Now, I understand YouTube can't monitor like everyone and everything that goes on this site, because it's like the second or third biggest site in the world and there's billions of minutes of video being uploaded every single day. But some of the channels that caused this had millions of subscribers. How does that go under the radar? Right, but anyway, guys, that's the end of today's video, and I hope you did enjoy it. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I've got new limited edition merch out. It's only available for about a week. So if you want to grab yourself a banging tee or hoodie and also want to help support the channel, then the link's in the description. Now, as I mentioned at the end of every video recently, we're trying to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year on this channel. So if you're new around here and did enjoy it, a subscriber would be massively appreciated. Also, let's try and go for 40,000 likes. But yeah, anyway, guys, as I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button.